Hi, good morning, good evening. In this video, we will see how to create a client contract and request for data to write onto smart contract. But is it necessary? As a node operator, you might have this question, right? Why should I pay? Why should I do all this activity? But let's think about it. You have defined the Oracle address and you have defined the job setup, right? Everything is done, and you are submitting this to node operator platform, and plugin is reviewing it. But as a node operator, how do you get the fee from the end users? They have to consume your services, right? They are going to use your Oracle, they are going to use your job setup, they are going to use your job ID to perform some task. Let's say you are not performing this activity but submitting the information. But when the end users performing the client contract submission, let's say they are facing an issue. That's it, right? You may not even get any rewards for it. That's the reason it is very critical step. You will have to ensure the job which you have set up is doing what it is defined for. Okay, and that's the step we are going to perform now. Let's say, okay, let's go ahead with the article. In this article, we have performed till the job definition in the last video. Just copy down this client contract from here. Copy and then go ahead, go to remix this section, create a new file, just click the contract, create a new file. Okay, name this to something else. I'm just defining my own. Okay, unplug before. Okay, I'll just use this, paste it here. Okay, and this task is this client contract is very simple. For example, it does very few operations. User can perform a request alarm clock, wherein you are asking the job to sleep for some time and then awake, right? You have to pass on the duration to sleep and then awake. And we have a fulfill alarm function which does the fulfillment. For example, it turns the flag from false to true once the activity is completed. If the transaction is failure, the end users have a liberty to withdraw the PLI, right? They can do that. So here in the constructor, we are overriding few parameters like Oracle address, job ID, and also fee for it. So here 0.1 is the Oracle fee, which end user is going to pay for you. Okay, and you have to override your Oracle address, you have to override your job ID. So let's override the job Oracle address, which we have created in the from the prior video. Okay, so I will override here, just replace XDC with 0x, and then go to your job section, copy the job ID. Okay, let me relog in. Go to job section. This is a job which we have defined. We have already executed it, so no worry about it. Just copy this job ID and paste it here. Okay, so Oracle address and job ID is overridden, and we have everything is covered. Just go ahead, go to compiler option, choose your 0.4.24 compiler and compile it. That's okay. You are getting some warning. Just go to this deployment section. You know, um, just make sure it is pointed to XDC mainnet by injected web3. Okay, and you'll have to override the plugin mainnet address. Okay, so just copy this and paste it here. Then deploy it. Once you do deploy, it will submit and it will create an instance for you here. Okay, so now we have a new instance created for the alarm clock, right? And it is all set to go. But before you do that, you have to fund this Oracle, fund this client contract with Oracle fee. Okay, but why? See, it is not that you are doing this activity, but end users, right? The end user has to pay Oracle fee. to consume the services, for which they have to transfer the fee, transfer the Oracle, PLI Oracle, right? Just go here and click send, paste what address, paste your contact address, and then transfer amount. I am just transferring 0.3, but though the transaction fees is 0.1, I am transferring 0.3 here. Just submit. Once you are done, just wait for a few seconds. The transaction should go through. Once it is there, uh, just go to request alarm clock function here. Let me expand it. So here you will have to, I'm just forwarding, 2 seconds. Just wait, just trigger the alarm in 2 seconds. Okay. Trigger it. Ask you to confirm the transaction, submit it, and then you should go to job definition. You can see, the job will trigger shortly, right? It is triggered now. That's it. It is completed, right? But how to ensure? Just go here and click this alarm done flag. You should see the transaction is turned to true, right? It is now true. Uh, and that's it, right? So see, you have triggered this request alarm clock function, and what it does, it invoke the job, and for 2 seconds, after 2 seconds, it invoked the job, and it submitted the login request by transferring the fee and then Oracle address and the request, and then it called the fulfill alarm. From here, to call the fulfill alarm, and it turned the flag to true, right? It is done. This is a simple task which you have performed using client contract, and you ensure that your job ID and Oracle address are responding to the end user event, right? This is most important activity. Like which, let's say you want to provide another services to end users. Let's say price conversions. You can again define your own job. In the sense, you can define the new job here. You can change the adapters accordingly, and you can submit the job ID along with Oracle address to the plugin node, operator. We will review it and will approve it. Like which, you can have n number of jobs and number of services, and through which we can offer different services to end users, and they will be able to use it accordingly. Okay, so this is the overall objective of this specific session, specific video. And if you have achieved till this point, you are done, you are good to go. You can go ahead and submit the information via node operator. But hold on, we have to enable a security layer, right? SSL. So we'll cover that SSL in the next video. We'll see how to enable SSL and make your node secure, so that we will not have any um, unwanted login activity uh, in the future. Okay, so that's it for this video. If there are any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section or comment in the Discord community group. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.